Hey YouTube, today is the January the 13th. I guess it's a good day because all of my group members, well, the 250 folks, the original group, just informed me today that they quit. So I would say that is a good thing because starting Monday, I was just getting ready to send them all to a 3-month training program to enhance their skills because they all graduated from the university, but they only had theory and not really any practical application. So I guess it's a good thing. I was sending them to a good school, gonna pay for all of them, and I'm really floored. So basically, they had me I wasted probably almost a couple $1,000 on them. So I just got done cussing them all out on the group chat because, like I explained to them, you let the Koreans come here, you let the Indians, the Egyptians, the white people, you let them come in here. And from what I've noticed, just from the short time I've been here, they treat you like shit. They don't give you any respect. They treat you like you're easily disposable and replaced. They don't pay you fairly, and you treat them like, and I'm not talking about all of them, of course. It's never all of anybody, but you treat them like, how should I say, like they're your master, like they're your master, and like you're so afraid of them. And, when you're African American or your more American brown and black brothers and sisters come here to help build the economy, and we treat you fairly, we treat you with dignity, we pay you, we don't trick you, and we care about you, and we care about building, not just in Rwanda where I am, but we care about building the continent. We care about you, and you treat us like, you use us, you abuse us, you overcharge us, you aren't respectful to us, just like I said in Dear Africa poem, you take our kindness for weakness, and you don't realize that all of the prophecies say that we are the ones coming from the West that's going to come back and help to build the economy and help you. You think that we're diluted in our blood and that we're weak when that's not the case. The case is because because our blood and our DNA is composed of so many different tribes of Africa. That's what gives us our strength. It does not make you stronger than us. You think that we're weak. We have within us all of the ancestors from Africa, north, south, east, and west. When I did my DNA through Ancestry DNA, even though I'm biracial, I still had Nigeria, Cameroon, Benin, Togo, and it was one other one. I still had 5 African bloodlines in my blood, regardless if half of it is, from Britain or Europe. That does not make me a weaker person than you, and it's just time for the Africans to realize that that your ancestors, that after you sold them into slavery and then you lost control of the situation, you know, our ancestors are calling us back from all over the continent through our blood, through our DNA, and until you discern to respect and embrace and treat us as equals so that we can help each other, you're only prolonging your own miserable, colonized slavery mentality. I am so disappointed. I'm so disappointed, and I just thank the ancestors that all of this happened and I did not waste any more money on the 250 folks, on that, my initial group. I am so glad. And I kept wondering, because I was having an issue getting the equipment I needed at the price that I wanted to get it at, and I kept having issues, and I kept trying to figure out, why am I having these blocks? Why am I having these blocks? Well, apparently I was having these blocks because I didn't hire the right group. So like I said, everything, there's no coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. And what I know and what I understand is that my ancestors are looking out for me, and my ancestors see my sincerity. They see that I am doing the best that I can with the resources that I have. They see that I'm putting my all into helping to build the economy over here in Rwanda, as well as to make a profit for myself, of course. I was so good to them. I overpaid them. I paid them when they didn't work. They lied to me, told me that they were working when they weren't working, and I still paid them. I double paid them. I purchased, things for them, access, to the software that they needed, to the internet, to the cloud storage, and I'm just really cool with them leaving today on the 13th. I mean, I'm cool with it because it saved me so much more money, and so now I can focus on, and then the school the training facility that I was going to send them to was going to cost me thousands of dollars to send. It was 6 total, but 5 left. It was going to cost me thousands of dollars. I even offered, first they were like, oh, well, we don't have transportation there because we're not at the university anymore. So we don't get our stipend from the university anymore. We're back in the villages. I even offered to rent an apartment close to the school, a company apartment, to where they could stay there, go home on the weekends, to where they could train. None of them have jobs. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was going to get an office. I said, well, instead of getting an office, I'll just get a company apartment where they can all share and get to class, get to their training every day. And then y'all quit. I mean, it ain't nothing but the ancestors, because even when I looked at 3 schools, at these 3 schools is full of students already that I can hire, that are ready to go, so I was led, to the right places by trying to do the right thing for them, so I just, I ended up cussing them out. So what? They needed to be cussed out, and I just told them all, when you hear about the company, when you hear about me, do not come begging back, because it's not even going to be, you're just going to embarrass yourself, because just, so the executive secretary that I hired, he was just like, yeah, it happened to him before. They don't understand how hard it is to get a job. And he was just telling me about, he worked for a Korean. It was three of them that worked for a Korean doing transportation or something. And he was like, he had learned his lesson because the Korean was paying them half of what I paid my group for a 9-hour day. And then after some time, he decided not even to pay them that. And so he said the other two guys had left, and then he ended up making him like the supervisor or something. Yeah, he made you the supervisor because you were desperate enough. He knew that he probably at any time could not pay you because you stayed after he didn't pay you. That's what I got from the gist of the story. So I mean, it's just something, it's just something. So I'm glad it happened before I invested, because I was like, I had got a PO box. I was like, okay, I got to get to the US because I don't have anybody help me in the US, so I can hustle up on some discounted laptops and cameras, expensive stuff, and I'll mail it back to myself. I was going to give one of them the PO box key and let them go and get the equipment, so they can have it for training, so they could do the work. Now, I probably would have ended up having to pay somebody off the street to go do something to one of them for stealing my equipment, because that's how untrustworthy, I feel that this group is. And then after I offered to get them an apartment or pay for transportation to get the training, one of them had the nerve, and this is the second time, but a different group member, one of them had the nerve to ask me, was I going to pay them more? First of all, I have paid y'all to do the work that you haven't even done yet. That you haven't even done. Okay, then I have to send you for training. I have to buy all the equipment, all the software, all the internet access, everything. Send you to training. You haven't done any of the work that I hired you to do. So how are you asking for more pay already? And I told him, I said, look, I told them all, which may be why they quit, because I told them all, I said, look, I said, 3 months after training and after you complete the original work that I hired and already paid you to do, then I will reassess based on your performance of the work that I originally and already paid you guys to do, and gals. Then I will reassess what you're paid. I said, and then furthermore, I need you all to sign a contract saying that you will work for me for 6 months after you complete training, and that if you leave before that, then you will reimburse my company a prorated amount for the training. Because what did they expect? I really kind of expect they thought that I was going to pay for their training, and then they were just going to be like, fuck you, because why would they all quit after at first they were so excited about me paying for training? So, oh well, I just got saved from some more losses. I was trying to do these. The girl here, she did me some braids and she did a good job, but I wanted them thicker, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna make me some faux dreads. So I had did this one. It came out pretty good. And then I think I did this one, but I was trying to teach her how to do the faux dreads. So some of them are kind of, they like, they like puffed up. They not staying together like this one. So I don't know if it's too much hair, but I'm liking the faux dreads, but I don't think that, I gotta look on YouTube and figure out how to get them from unraveling. I wanted to wear my hair with the faux dreads home, but oh well, might have to take them out. That's on a side note. But I might finish them tonight. But at any rate, I was just checking in, Manifest Africa. unfortunately, I still don't have any of my channels up. I have like about a year of videos, about 400 or 500 videos. I haven't been making that many videos this last 2 weeks. I probably should have, but it's it's an adventure. And it's not discouraging me. It's not making me feel like, I want to run home and, you know, I mean, this could happen anywhere. It could happen in the States. We work at will in the United States. So anybody can quit anytime and you can fire anybody anytime, pretty much, within law. So no big deal, but so I have to find another team. Luckily, I already have I believe two people that want to be interviewed. And then now that I've gone and finally visited the schools, then I will also offer, the opportunity for some of the students that are apparently serious, about their career in editing and filmmaking and sound and everything, and hopefully be able to move forward, So I guess everything happens for a reason. Even the lady in the US, I didn't even read her last email. She ran off with my money. Just, I'm telling you, she ran off with my money. So when I get home, I'm gonna have to sue her, I guess. So I don't know, but all I know is, my goals are accomplished, so I'm not worried about the journey there. It's accomplished and it's done, so all this other static in between is nothing. It's nothing, nothing but motivation. That's one of my favorite songs by T.I., Motivation, So thank you all for checking in with Manifest Africa. I appreciate you following me on this journey whenever it gets posted. It might be sometime late in 2022. So I appreciate you. Please thumbs up, share, like, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. And hopefully by the time this gets up, I'll have my websites up and da. Thank you. Bye.
She came onto the country shores
as if she were a 100-year storm. Most would heed the warning in time. Take shelter before even catching the enticing smell of the beautiful coming rain. A few godlike men, yet untamed by Mother Nature, would embrace the strong, somehow comforting change of winds. Allow themselves to take up the treasures revealed, left behind her impassioned path. Knowing her omnipresence is in the same nature of themselves, which called unto the storm.